Hello friends, this is Dharmin Patel. Welcome to the lecture series of Mathematics 2. Now we will start the vector integral calculus. In the vector differential calculus, we studied about the chord, divergence, gradient and directional derivative of some special type of vector function. In this lecture, we will cover the line integral and its property. Now, what is a line integral in a vector calculus? Here, let f bar r bar be a vector field defined at every point on the simple closed curve C and r bar be a position vector of a point x0, y0, z0 in a vector space RQ. Then the line integral of f bar is given by integration over C f bar r bar dot dr bar. Here the line integral contains the vector terms, so obviously that our integration is depends on the direction of the vector and it is given by the curve's direction. Now we will see it how to evaluate this line integral. So here we have a line integral on the curve C and C is a simple closed curve. Now to evaluate we divide our curve in n different parts and these parts are very small and each small part of this curve become a linear part and we can easily evaluate this linear part to integration form. Then we can find the small linear part integration and now we combine each and every linear part, then we get the integration over C from A to B. Here A is our initial point and B is terminal point. Here f bar be a vector valued function given by f1 xyz I caret plus f2 xyz I j caret plus f3 xyz k caret, where f1, f2 and f3 are vector valued function. If r bar is in parametric form, then it is given by xt I caret plus yt j caret plus zt k caret. Then dr bar is calculated like this: dx I caret plus dy j caret plus dz k caret into dt. Now a parameter is running from a to b, then the line integration is given by the formula a to b f1 dx by dt plus f2 dy by dt plus f3 dz by dt into dt. That means here our total integration is converted into parameter t and limit of t will be a to b. Here first of all we convert f1, f2, f3 in terms of t and we replace dx by in terms of dt, dy in terms of dt and dz is also converted into dt. Now the path of line integral is simple closed curve C, that means A and B are equal, then the line integration is denoted like this. Now we will see the one example of line integral, which is as if f bar equal to 5xy I caret plus 2y j caret, and here k caret is not given, so we are taking k caret coefficient is 0 and evaluate the line integration over the curve C, where C is y equal to x cube and limit is 1 to 2. Now we will see the how to evaluate this integration. Here step 1 is r bar equal to x I caret plus y j caret plus z k caret. So here dr bar equal to dx I caret plus dy j caret plus dz k caret. Now f bar is equal to 5 x y I caret plus 2y j caret and plus 0 k caret. Because k caret is not given, so we are taking the 0. Therefore, f bar dot dr bar equal to, it is a dot product of f bar, which is written here, and dr bar. So we have a 5x y dx. Here we have a dx plus 2y dy and 0 dz, which is not written. Now here part 2 is path of integration on curve y equal to x cube from point 1 to 2. So this is our path C, y equal to x cube. That implies dy equal to 3x square dx. Now we will convert our integration in only one variable using the y equal to x cube curve. Now the part number 3. In the part number 3 we evaluate the integration f bar dot dr bar. In the part number 3 we evaluate the line integral over C f bar dot dr bar, and it is given converted into the one variable x. So we can write like integration 1 to 2, which is a limit of x, because we convert our integration in one variable x using the y equal to x cube curve. So 5x y dx plus 2y dy and y equal to x cube we put in this integration, and dy equal to 3x square dx. So our integration is equal to 5x x cube dx, because we replace y by x cube, plus 2x cube, because here we have also y, so we replace y by x cube, and dy is replaced by 3x square dx. So finally we have a 3x square dx in the second term. So integration 1 to 2 is equal to 5x raised to 4 dx plus 6x raised to 5 and dx common. So our integration is equal to x raised to 5 plus x raised to 6, 1 to 2, and after putting the limit we have a 32 plus 64 minus 2, and finally our answer is. So in the first part we find the f bar dot dr bar. In the second part we convert our integration into the one variable using the curve equation, and in the third part we evaluate the integration after converting into the one variable and using that variable limit. Now we will see the properties of line integration. If f bar be a vector field is velocity of fluid particle and C is closed curve, then the line integral given by integration circular part f bar dr bar represent the circulation of f bar around the curve. F bar is irrotational, then the circulation of f bar, that is integration circulation f bar dr bar equal to 0, because in this path we have a terminal and initial points are equal. If f bar is irrotational field, then it is a gradient of some function phi, and in this case phi is called scalar potential, then the line integral becomes integration of gradient of phi dr bar, that is evaluated like point A to B del phi by del x dx plus del phi by del y dy plus del phi by del z dz, and it is the perfect derivative of phi. So it can be written as d phi A to B. So our integration is phi of b minus phi of a. That means it is a gradient of some function phi. Then our line integral is independent on the path. If f bar is irrotational field and C is simple closed curve, then integration over C f bar dr bar is directly 0 because we have a circular curve and starting point A and B are equal. Now we will see the one example of path independent in the line integral here. Prove that line integration f bar dot dr bar over C is independent on the path where f bar equal to yz I caret plus xz j caret plus xy k caret. Also evaluate this integration. Here our f bar is this, and find first of all call of f bar to check it is irrotational or not. So first f bar curl is equal to del cross f bar, which is given by I, j, k caret in the first row. In the second row, we are writing the del operator del by del x, del by del y, and del by del z. And finally, we have a component of f that are yz, xz, and xy. Now we will evaluate this curl. So I caret, that is equal to I caret into, that is equal to I caret into x minus j caret into y minus y plus k caret into z minus z, which we can easily see that. So curl of f bar equal to 0 vector. Therefore, we can say that f bar is irrotational field. That implies f bar is a irrotational field. Therefore, f bar equal to gradient of some function phi, where phi is a scalar potential of f bar. So it is compared with del phi by del x I caret plus del phi by del y j caret plus del phi by del z k caret. Now f bar is yz I caret plus xz j caret plus xy k caret, that is equal to del phi by del x plus I caret plus del phi by del y j caret plus del phi by del z k caret. Now compare the components of I, j and k caret. So finally, comparing the coefficient of I, j, k caret components, therefore del phi by del x equal to yz, that implies integration del phi by del x dx equal to integration of yz dx. After evaluating, then xyz k1 yz as an arbitrary constant function. Now del phi by del y equal to xz, that implies integration both sides with respect to y. So integration del phi by del y dy equal to integration of xz dy, that is equal to directly x, y, z as a constant arbitrary function, we are taking the x, z and del phi by del z equal to xy. That implies integration del phi by del z dz equal to x, y, z plus constant arbitrary function is x, y, and now combine the all constant arbitrary function and phi equal to x, y, z plus c. So this is our scalar potential of given function f bar.